and welcome back to another vlog. Bit of a break between my last vlog and this one, not gonna lie, about a month of a break. We've been settling into the apartment. I only feel like last week was the week that I was properly getting back into a good routine. Last week was getting back into the swing of things, and I wanted to prioritize my fitness routine, my like morning routine and all that kind of stuff before I started vlogging, because I felt a bit scatty and I just felt all over the place. So I wanted to get a bit more centered before I started, because what you're seeing now, you might think I'm a hyper person, but when you see me when I'm actually frazzled, you can't even catch me on camera. I'm just a disaster. So I'm feeling so much better this week and so much better last week, and I'm like just like a different person than I was 2 weeks ago. So I think now is the perfect time to start vlogging again. What I'm going to do in this week's vlog is I'm going to give you guys an apartment update. The apartment is by no means finished, so this is not a finished completed apartment tour, so if you're expecting that, you're not going to get it. But we have picked up one or two things, and I'm really glad that we've been waiting, because we've been settling in, and I think that's so important when you move into a new place, to like really let yourself get settled, figure out where things need to go, what you need, figure out like the flow of the room, you know, as cheesy as that sounds, but really you kind of start to figure out through your routines what needs to go where and what would work and what won't work. I've actually picked up a few things that I think are such good value for, especially for their quality, and for how nice they look. So I'm gonna show you guys some of those. I have one thing which is kind of completed, and that's the console table. I also have a couch change that we're working on, so we're basically getting a couch made, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna save that whole process for a separate video. If you haven't already figured out, I'm working from home today, hence the tea and the sweats. I actually just got back from a Platinum Pilates class in their Honey Park branch. It's so good, and it was such a good stretch, and I feel amazing. So I thought it would be the perfect time to show you the new things that I've picked up, where we're at, what some of the plans are, and to show you some of the chaos, because a problem shared is a problem halved. So let's go. Okay, so I'm just gonna put you here on my vegetable shelf in the cupboard. First thing I'm gonna show you, which I have in my hands here, is a Dyson. So this was one of the first things that I picked up for the apartment. It is a spendy piece of home equipment. It's currently full of dust, which is a really good sign. This one is not their newest one. It is the Dyson V8 Absolute. Now, I did a bit of research on the different types of Dysons. Obviously, if you're spending a bit of money, you want to make sure you get the right one. The V11s, I think they're like nearly €600, and I'm sure they're absolutely brilliant, but I just was not prepared to spend quite that much. I also looked at the difference between the Dyson Animal and the Absolute, and we have a dog, so I initially thought I would get the Animal one, which is specifically for pet hair, but actually Remy is a whippet, so she really doesn't shed that much. She's the best. She really doesn't shed that much. You might have a little bit of pet hair that you can see and you'll hoover up, but it's not an issue. So I looked up, basically the apartment is all laminate flooring throughout, which is ideal. It's one of the reasons I went for it, is because I didn't want carpets. So the Absolute is supposed to be incredible for laminate floors, and it has like a polishing thing, like a head that you can stick on it. So this is the one I went for. I picked it up in Harvey Norman, and they were doing a sale. There was quite a chunk off it, which was great, and they only had I think 2 or 3 left in the branch when I picked it up. That could have been something they just said to me, but I was going to get it anyway. And I got a little bit of an insurance add-on to it, because I've been told that while Dysons are incredible and are super powerful, you can have issues after a few years. So that was my first purchase. Joseph thought I was crazy because I was spending so much money on a Hoover, but actually anything that makes cleaning easier. And the thing that I like about this is it is incredibly light. Like, I don't have really strong arms, I have noodle arms. I'm trying to work on that in Pilates, but anything that makes it easy to just whip around. So really happy with it, using it every day, and it's making my life easier. So, you know, I'll link Harvey Norman, but I'll also link some other places that you can pick it up in case you're not in Ireland, or there's other offers other places. I'll just link a few different versions below. I think you can get this on Amazon as well, and they do their own offers. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can probably get it with free shipping. Anyway, that's the first thing. I'm going to bring you to the other things now. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is not decor. Same thing as the Dyson. It is a functional piece of equipment, and it is this air fryer. Oh my god, I am obsessed with this. I need to clean inside here because I was cooking fish fillets in it. Let's just close that. This I picked up on Amazon. It was one of their #1 rated air fryers, and it was half the price of the popular Philips one that a lot of people were going for, and because I wasn't sure if I was going to absolutely love it, I went for the one that was half the price. And to be honest, the reviews were saying that it's just as good, and it is incredible. It basically has a bunch of different modes, and it works using a convection heat method. It's like a convection oven, so the air circulates in a small space, and it basically cooks things really fast. It makes things crispy without using oil. This is the name and brand of it. It also gives you more information on cooking times for various meats, but I will leave it linked below. It's from Amazon. It's very affordable, and lads, this is a game changer. And it's worth noting that the air fryer was another thing that Joseph was like, Ciara, do you really need an air fryer? Is this not just another contraption that you get obsessed with like you do with your NutriBullet and your Nespresso and your slow cooker? Which, yes, I do. I tend to see things and be like, oh my God, I need this, but I actually use it so much. I also use my slow cooker and my Nespresso and my NutriBullet. I use all those things, but this is amazing. And I should do a separate video on a slow cooker because they're amazing in the winter, but the air fryer has been used every day since we got it. If not every day, definitely every other day, sometimes multiple times a day. And it was about €50, so I cannot recommend it enough. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the more decor pieces now, because if you're watching that for nice pretty things, I promise they're coming, but I needed to show you the air fryer and the Dyson first because they are game changers. This space over here, oh, I love the dark wall so much. It's one of the things that I absolutely love about this room. But as you can see, there's a big space here. What we're going to do here is we're going to switch up this picture, might move this to the other side of the wall, but we're going to put a bar cart in. So in pretty much all of my previous apartments, I've had some form of bar set up. I absolutely love having like your drinks, your glasses, you know, different spirits and things that you can make, you know, cocktails and stuff with. And I'm going to get a dedicated cart for here. Definitely going to get a gold one. And then I'll switch up this painting. I might move this to the other side and then do some sort of possibly gallery wall or some really cool photograph prints, maybe something in black and white, not sure yet. So over in this corner here, which again is bare, there's like a single vinyl record in the corner. We're gonna put a little shelving unit because I do think this area needs it. We're also going to get shelving that can fit vinyl. It's so specific. I need to find a specific type of ladder shelf that has a middle shelf that's thick enough for vinyl. So I'm actually looking at desk ladder shelves, if that makes sense. I'll actually put a picture here of what I'm thinking of putting here. Now here is Remy's day bed, if you will. She has her bed there where she's currently asleep, but this is where she likes to perch and look out the window. We're actually getting her a custom day bed made, which again will go in the other video, but guys, it's major. It's going to be so exciting. And then over here is the dining area. Now our coats are currently hanging on this because we don't have a coat rack. That is something that I need to find a solution for. We moved the print. This guy was in the hallway, but our console table is there now, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So we popped that there, but I want to change this. This is the print that came with the apartment, and we want to put something else in here that's more us and maybe a bit more punchy and more exciting. So this is our current setup, and I absolutely love it. So just to give you a proper pan, we've got a gigantic mirror. Hello, you can see me in all my glory. And we have this really cool industrial style table with a lovely wood finish. So this table I picked up on Amazon, of all places. Who knew you could get furniture on Amazon? I didn't until this year. And it was a whopping €50. It was £50, which worked out at like maybe €55, including shipping. I'm an Amazon Prime member or subscriber, so this came with free shipping, which is incredible. And I think if you are moving or you're in a point in your life where you are buying a few things, like you're doing up a house or you're doing something where you're picking up bits, it's worth registering for Prime for that period because it saved me so much money in shipping, you would not believe. So let me just talk you through everything. I'll start with the table. Like I said, from Amazon, £50. I will link it below. It's definitely like they have multiples of it available. Putting it together was super easy, and it comes with this really nice wood finish, really sturdy. Then down here it has a little shelf. And again, really simple. I didn't want something too complicated because obviously this hallway isn't massive, but it fits so well. So down here, this basket is from TK Maxx. I picked this up I think 2 years ago. It was originally a picnic basket. So this stunning queen right here is obviously a Whippet little statue, and it was a gift from Yosef's mum for Christmas. And to say that I freaked out when I opened this, like, I've wanted one of these and I didn't know where to get them. I had initially planned on putting this up here, but it actually is a little bit big and it feels a bit precarious. I would love to have it up there, and maybe in the future I might move it up if I have a slightly different setup, but right now I think it looks really nice there, and you still really see it. Like, it definitely is one of the featured pieces. But just going back to the surface of the table, so the functionality of a console table is obviously in your entryway, and then you have something you can throw all your keys in. So this is a tray. I think I picked this up in Next Home before Christmas. It was a good while ago, and I had smaller ones, but actually I need something longer because I have my keys, I have Yosef keys, he has a small wallet he puts in there, and it's just handy. So here, these pots, these are a mix. Some of these were Primark, some were IKEA, some were TK Maxx. I've had them now for a few years. I tend to move them around in the different apartments that I've been in, so I don't know which is which. Let me see, I think this might be IKEA. Yeah, that one's IKEA. This one, oh, actually, I think that was a diffuser. I think that had some like diffusing reeds like this in it. This one was IKEA. This lavender actually came in a press drop from a company, a furniture company called Jysk. It's like JYSK. They're like newly launched in Ireland, and they're kind of similar to IKEA, so they're kind of interesting. They have some really affordable stuff, but they gave us some dried lavender, and I wanted to keep it with the idea of putting it on the console table, and I think it looks lovely. Now here I have a gorgeous diffuser from Rituals. This is fab. It's from their Precious it's like their Precious Ambers collection, I think, and it's just so fab, and I love the gigantic size. It's lovely. And then here, I think this is from Pennies. I remember picking this one up. And this Pampas, I picked up on eBay, and it was really affordable. I'll link it below. I actually think the texture of it is gorgeous. It's the style of Pampas that's like smaller, fluffier, and is good for tabletop surfaces. But I'm also on the hunt for the long Pampas, you know, the really leafy, stalky one that you can pick up. Some people have it in their gardens. Now, the mirror is so stunning. I mean, it's huge. And actually this was such a happy coincidence because this mirror originally was there. I got Yosef to lift it off the wall, and like it fit so perfectly. So I had thought maybe we might put the console table in the corner, but actually there's a light switch and it looks a lot better here. I feel like it has a bit of space to breathe. So this just worked out so handily. Now this mirror, I think I know where it's from. It came with the apartment, but it did have a tag on the back. So I will link where I'm fairly certain it's from below, but I'll also link similar alternatives because this is very big. I love how big it is, but if you wanted something smaller, I think circular mirrors are such a cool little accent to add on walls, and there's such a trend for console tables. I'll actually put in some of the inspo pictures that I was looking at. Now this whole surface is just something that I threw together. To be honest, I'd love something gold to pop in here, like a little figurine. I might move this around, maybe put a candle in. I also ordered some wheatgrass that I might pop in here, but it's just kind of a working thing. You can change this up as you see fit, but the main thing is the big circular mirror, the beautiful industrial table, and of course my little doggo. But yeah, I'm super happy with how it turned out, and it was so affordable. The mirror came with the apartment. Pampas, I think it was like £5 or £6. It was from UK eBay, and the pots I just kind of picked up here and there, and then obviously this was a gift. So yeah, it was very affordable. It's the first thing you see when you walk into an apartment, so it's nice to have it, and you can just like boop, throw your keys in and then go about your day. So yeah, also the mirror is important because you can check your reflection before you leave the house. So obviously if I was leaving the house like this, I'd be like, Ciara, you need to go back and change. That's the console table. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for things that I could do, or ways that you would style it, do let me know below because I'm always open to your suggestions. And yeah, currently have you resting on a candle, so hopefully that will work. But I just got a delivery, and I'm pretty certain that this is my wheatgrass, so I can show you. Oh, it smells like cereal, which is, I suppose, a no-brainer because it's wheat. I think it's real. So this is obviously a decorative item. I've seen a lot of these on Pinterest. I think they look beautiful. It's a lot taller than I expected. The idea with this is that you can pop them in like really nice pots. You can see some beautiful like terracotta ones. I'll put in some inspo pictures here, and it's just its own little kind of neutral neutral styling thing. It's kind of like an alternative to flowers, but you don't have to, you know, water them. It's obviously dried, so it's gonna last. This I was thinking of possibly putting in the console table, but I'm actually really happy with this. I will have all of the links in the description. I think it was eBay, but it was very affordable. I think it was under a tenner including shipping. I'm pretty sure. I've been picking up quite a few bits, so it's kind of hard to remember how much everything was. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'll try it on the console table, but it's really tall. Now I can cut this. I'm sure I can cut this. Yeah, I can break easily, so I can trim this down for size. Exciting! Yay! So the last two things I'm going to show you in this vlog, because I'm conscious of bombarding you, is this rug. So I picked up this about 2 years ago. It is from La Redoute, and it's a really thick pile Berber rug. It's so cushy. This is a super popular rug on their website. It's so popular, in fact, that it has its own Instagram page. I'll link it below, literally dedicated to just this style of rug. It comes in a few different sizes. I went for the biggest one. It is gigantic. This was initially meant for our sitting room, but I think I'm going to use it for my office instead. And I actually went and got it cleaned and have just brought it back and thrown it on the floor, but I actually think it needs to go back and in a little bit because it's so big. It's actually here in front of the door, so that's not going to work, but it actually feels amazing, and I'm so happy I went and got it professionally cleaned, and it's feeling super fresh. So really excited about this. I will link it below for someone if you're on the hunt for a really good quality rug in that Moroccan Berber style. They can be super expensive, so this one was the most affordable one that I had found, and I purchased off the UK La Redoute website because they were having a great sale, and I used a parcel motel service, you know, those address changer things. The next thing that I wanted to show you is this standing rail. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this. So if you follow me over on Instagram, you'll have seen this already because I showed it there, I mean, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I bought this pretty soon after I moved in because I wanted it for a background for my YouTube videos. So it's absolutely perfect. This was also from Amazon, and it's such a bargain. I mean, they have slightly cheaper versions. I went for this, which was, I think it was £90 or around that. It basically worked out at €100, and it's the same style as the console table. It's really nice quality, like vintage effect wood. It has these like steel pipings. I don't think they're real steel, but they basically have the industrial look. Like even down here, the details are absolutely gorgeous, and it's really sturdy. It has wheels that you can lock in place. It has loads of space here, a really long hanging space for longer things, and then obviously these 3 shelves here, and I'm so happy with it. I wanted like an industrial dark colored rail, and literally this was so spot on. I'll link this below. Like I said, it's Amazon. I found it super affordable because I had a good look for rails, and I was finding some quite expensive ones on places like Urban Outfitters and stuff like that. So this one was the best one I found, but I will link some ones below that are even more affordable. They don't have some of the nice details and they don't have the same structure, but they're like the industrial vibe, but they're like half the price. So I'll give a selection of them below, but this was something, again, from Amazon, super happy with. I actually feel like I'm so much more open to Amazon for like homeware and furniture now. Like it's kind of blowing my mind, but I'm super, super happy with this. So I'm on the floor of my office, and you can see my rail behind me. But yeah, I think that that is everything that I'm going to share in this interiors vlog, because I think it's already going to be about 15 minutes anyway, and I don't want to bombard you, and I feel like there's enough in this one. But like I said, we are in no way finished. Like none of the rooms are finished, and I don't mind that. It's all about the process. So I like that I'm sharing things as I go and not just sharing a finished room, because on my YouTube channel a few years ago when I was in another apartment, I was only really sharing things when they were like done and finished. So I think it's nice to show the process, because that's kind of half the fun, isn't it? And I'm also trying to find the most affordable versions of everything that I can, like, you know, for you guys, for me. I don't want to spend more money than I have to, so it's nice to be able to find things like those Amazon pieces that are like really impressively good value. Obviously there are certain areas where you can spend more for, like, you know, different things, like obviously our couch that we're getting made. I would be happy to pay the price for that. It's something that I think you should totally invest in, and things like mattresses and stuff like that. But for decor and for like accent pieces, you know, you can definitely save some money, which is what I'm intending on doing. Let me know in the comments what you think of everything, and also if you have any ideas. I know you guys are incredible at this as well. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the console table? You know, like, what do you think about the bar card idea, like, would you change anything? Is there anything that you would do? Let me know, because I'm always open to hearing what you guys think. Okay, so that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked these interiors videos, you can give me a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I'm back to posting every week now, and I'd love to have you back for more videos. So I'll talk to you guys soon.